I am John, one of the 12 disciples chosen by Jesus. I witnessed the miraculous journey of the Son of God. His words and deeds changed the world forever. In a world of oppression and darkness, a light was about to dawn. The Roman Empire ruled with an iron fist, and our people longed for deliverance. Then, in the little town of Bethlehem, a child was born. Jesus, the one foretold by prophets of old. Even as a boy, Jesus showed remarkable wisdom. I remember hearing stories of how he astounded the teachers in the temple. As a young man, Jesus began his ministry. I still recall the day he called me to follow him, leaving my fishing nets behind. His teachings were revolutionary. Love your enemies, he said. Forgive those who persecute you. It was a message that challenged everything we knew. We watched in awe as he performed miracles. The blind received sight, the lame walked, and even the dead were raised to life. Thousands flocked to hear him speak. With just a few loaves and fish, he fed multitudes. It was extraordinary. But not everyone welcomed his message. The religious leaders grew jealous and plotted against him. They saw him as a threat to their power. Jesus knew what was coming. He spoke of his death, but we couldn't understand. We didn't want to believe it. On that fateful night, Jesus shared a final meal with us. He spoke of his body and blood, a new covenant. We didn't realize it was a goodbye. Then, he was betrayed. Judas, one of our own, led the authorities to him. It was heartbreaking. We watched in horror as Jesus was arrested, tried in a mockery of justice, and condemned to death. The crucifixion was, I can hardly bear to remember it, our teacher, our friend, dying on a cross like a common criminal. As he breathed his last, darkness fell over the land. It felt like the end of everything we had hoped for. But on the third day, something incredible happened. Mary Magdalene came running, shouting that the tomb was empty. And then, Jesus appeared to us alive. Death could not hold him. He had conquered the grave. For 40 days, he continued to teach us, explaining how all of this was part of God's plan from the beginning. For 40 days, he continued to teach us, explaining how all of this was part of God's plan from the beginning. For 40 days, he continued to teach us, explaining how all of this was part of God's plan from the beginning. And then, before our eyes, he ascended into heaven, promising to send us a helper, the Holy Spirit. And then, before our eyes, he ascended into heaven, promising to send us a helper, the Holy Spirit. We went out, sharing this good news with everyone who would listen. The message of Jesus spread like wildfire. Even now, years later, I am in awe of what I witnessed. The miraculous journey of Jesus continues to transform lives. This is not just a story from the past, it's a living reality, an invitation to each person to encounter the living God. As I near the end of my own journey, I leave you with this testimony. Jesus is the way, the truth, and the life. His love can change your world, just as it changed mine.